Generally, due to huge courtesy of man behind the project, Frank Harper, I'm recording this review 1 week before premiere, although I was planning to record it even the previous week, but never mind. After RC2 I just didn't manage to record another review in the same day. Anyway, hello there, I'm Anthony and we'll be talking about Caelestra's Bastion. I came across with this project when I was maybe 14-15 years old, and the thing that caught my attention was definitely the art cover of the previous album, Black Widow Nebula, which was released in 2020 and which depicts just amazing cosmic landscape. And as I haven't been revisiting the album till now actually, I didn't remember the music very well, but after those 3-4 years it turned out to be a great album. Great piece of prog black with synths. I would say with synths that provide cosmic atmosphere. And just a few weeks ago I got to know that Bro is going to release a new album. So I asked him for early access and he actually agreed. I wouldn't expect it, so I'm really grateful. Thanks, Frank. But let's move on to the new album finally. And what are the differences between those two? The only bigger difference I spotted is that the second album is much more aggressive and more blacky, I would say. And the juicier and nastier parts are more frequent, while the atmosphere was feeling like 75% of the previous album. Here it is more mixed. I think that if I move to the music right now more directly, it will be easier to explain. The first track we just thought was kind of introduction. I've been intending to be so calm that I thought it just would be a longer introduction, like Tony from Midnight Odyssey did on Frozen Wastelands. But pretty quickly it gets louder and heavier. And at the end it fluently moves to the next track, which already gives us groovy riffs. But then it transforms into Death Heaven Landlost-like post structure, and I can't complain as it's great. I would rather point out the positive energy that literally spills out of the latest part, a little similar to Violet Cove. Well, now I think it's one of the most progressive releases of this year, and I'm telling it by the riffs of the third track. Those at the beginning remind me a little of certain international anonymous band. But with much better production, and I obviously mean Arctin from Prava Collective. If you don't know lore of Arctin and some other bands from this group, I'll gladly explain it, but not today definitely. Later we hear some elements that are pretty close to dream pop. And later we hear them again, but rather mixed with some post-black stuff, but with more post. And the next track is, I would say, much calmer than the previous ones. Here it sounds more like pure progressive post-metal. And I would say this track is first bigger synth show-off. let's mix it with some ambient right now. Next track would be my favorite on the whole album, due to best synth parts probably, and how everything is mixed with aggression later. And here's definitely my favorite synth part on the whole album. And the last track, which is the longest on this album, for me at the beginning it has a little dissonant sound, which isn't typical for post-releases, but here it fits the sound pretty well. And a few moments later it has great melodic riffs. And later such a great breakdown. And at the very end, new type of synths on this album. And yeah, we've just gone through the whole thing. I must thank to Frank once again that he let me listen to his new album sometime before premiere. The album will be out on 12th December or 13th December, I guess. And it is also release date of this review. As I'm recording it, today is 6th December. But anyway, thank you all for watching this video. I'm encouraging to like and sub my channel, especially if you enjoy my content here and want to get to know about less known bands. But not only, I'm talking about every type of music. I'm planning to start some new things soon, so stay tuned. And see ya soon in my next creations.